stories start this way. Once upon a time, an hour, a place, a day, and the start of something special, beautiful, precise, the start of something honest, loving, nice. But in the once is the many, and the start just means begun. The big bad wolves are coming, and you have to run. Well, Alice down a rabbit hole. It's too late to wave goodbye, just standing in the door of the pink flamingo, crying into the rain. Well, it just wasn't me. But it was. A Turkish delight enticed you, a gingerbread house, behold, a boy in a cage, all fattened up. This tale is always told. It's not all sugar and spice and all things nice, but slugs and snails and puppy dogs' tails. That's what these dreams are made of. And you're the big bad wolf. The shadow lurking behind the door, the bogeyman who'll come and take you away in the middle of the night, the evil and hunchback, the disformed and distorted. And for us, there was no house or brick to run to, just dreams and men of straw. We're the folk that lived in the woods and under the bridge and in the nevermore, cast out by evil parents, Hansel and Gretel lost. Are we with the tempting hands that beckoned in with gingerbread and worse? In a land of make-believe where around every corner a promise in sheep's clothing lurks, we are the hunted. So is our deviant past. We are the sprites and the sorcerers, the witches and the wanton, not to be trusted, hideous and deformed, perverted on the inside and perverted on the outside, marked like Cain, forced to wander without home or family, never allowed a happy ever after. No, that would never do. We grim and bear it. Half animal, always half expecting to be found, run to the ground, the fox and the hound, out of sight, out of sound. Our lives are never fairy tales, but horror shows for freaks. We never get rescued by the woodcutters or the shining knight or the prince. We are slain and thwarted, banished and brutally put down. We are the ones who are driven out by the elders of the town, vermin from the piper and the plague upon a house. We are the outcasts and crippled and the louse. Tales are like pearl cast before swine, and the little piggies run wee all the way home, and to cry and laugh and love and be happy, us. But we are never kissed, forever chased. Well, that would be our fate. Never to know a loving touch, just bile and fear and hate. And those that come on after us, they will know their destiny, for he or him or her or they or she or they will be other, outcast, outside, out but not proud, hidden and afraid to venture into the maddening crowd. So us, the boy rescued by a fairy queen, hidden away from sight and never to be seen. So 1 is for sorrow, 2 for joy, 3 for a girl and 4 for a boy, 5 for silver, 6 for gold, 7 for a secret, never to be told. Shh, who goes there? Friend or foe, foam, I smell the blood of a deviant, nothing more than ogres, the beast that steals his mate. We hide our guise and change our form to trick the natural state. For evil puckers horns, like Pan, a trickster and a fraud. We are his kith and damned kin and venture from abroad. The foreigner, the alien, the immigrant and horde, the thing that lives beneath your bed and has too long been ignored. The little boy who never grows up and cries when he's alone. A little boy who runs away and never stays at home. He's the one who never tells her, shh, up his lips. He'll only tell the wishing well and crocodile tears. Rumpelstiltskin is our name. We trick you with an oath. We steal your children, prick their blood and make you pledge thy troth. For queer tales of love can never be or end with a goodnight kiss. For queer tales would be damaging if they gave us a heartening bliss. So we don't sleep so sound or get awoke gently with a tender kiss. We are the Cinderella who is chased from all of this. We learn to spin the straw to gold and whisper in the night. A vengeful spirit lingers once the day is out of sight. A once upon a time. All stories chime and ours will do so too. Our happy ever after is really down to you. A huntsman kiss can waken you from the slumber of your life. A tale can end as happily with a husband or a wife. 2 men, 3 bears, or 7 dwarves, we will meet beneath the stairs. And if you go down to the woods, you better go in pairs. A nice young boy with golden locks is making himself at home, and some's too big and some's too small, and others, just right. So with a fee-fi-fo-fum, a giant comes, he'll grind your bones to make his bed. As beanstalk grows and mother calls, she'll lay a golden egg. And in the night lives all fantasy and dreams. The fairy stories I recall are brighter than they seem. You see, Hansel can be Gretel, and sleeping beauties wake, and deep in the enchanted forest every giver takes. The big bad wolf and bogeymen are creatures to be adored. This, our world and kingdom, is ours to be explored. We will no longer cower or be dressed in shame and guilt. Our world is far more beautiful than the one that you have built. For the real fairy kingdom, well, it lives beyond your realm, and you will never get there. You wish upon the well. The stars are ours, the rainbows too, but the night's a velvet friend. We are the stuff that dreams are made of, a never-ending end. You see, in the night will take you places that you have never seen. For every trans and non-binary child and all the fairy queens, we are the great, the good, the kind, the kith and kin of old. We are the family you will get when others have grown cold. Where your homes of sticks and stones will fall, the straw will blow away. The fairy palace glistens and a yellow road leads the way. And gingerbread aplenty, lemonade for tea. This is how a once alone now becomes a we. This is how the happy end begins and banishes the past. For once upon a time will end and new times will surpass. All the sadness that came before the horror shows and freaks, as we finally get the woodcutter, the shining knights and prince. We are the slayers of the past and thwarters of the old, defenders of the outcasts, heroes brave and bold. The heroes of our own tales, the saviours of ourselves. No longer will we tell the stories of evil ogres and elves. Lying to children is easy. And that's how they die inside. And no longer will the different have to run and hide. The closest door is bolted. The demons are within. And happy ever after is how they should begin.